Okay, so this is a little summary of the Probmeister TI-Nspire file, which is a collection of notes pages that perform many of the standard calculations from the probability topic in Year 12 Maths Methods. Starting off with discrete probability distributions, you can enter the two lists. Notice that in general, the yellow highlighted sections are what the user can enter, and the grey shaded areas are the results calculated. So no surprises there. I think for the purposes of SACs and exams, it's useful just to have a page that's part of that problem for any further calculations, and that may use some of the values from the variables on this first page. So that's discrete, and now we look at the special case of the discrete, the binomial probability distribution, and you can see you enter the standard parameters and it will calculate probabilities, measures of the centre and spread, and also the sample size required to ensure particular probabilities. This is just a plot of the current binomial distribution for the given n and p values, and a calculator page. So that rounds off problem 2 or section 2. Section 3 is for continuous probability density functions. You enter in a function, which I should have shaded as yellow, and now I will again. And once that's in, you set a domain, and this is the area command there is just to check that the integral is 1, and then calculations of probabilities, mean, median, mode, and variance, standard deviation, and confidence intervals for 95. So that's the general continuous PDF, and now this is just for a visualization of the function defined and a calculation page. Then we move on to normal, and unsurprisingly the standard parameters and confidence intervals, etc., and then also inverse normal. And down the bottom, less obvious on the first part of the screen, is that you can solve that difficult unknown mean and sigma problem. Okay, so that's 4.1. 4.2 is for calculations, and now we get into the final part of the probability topic, which is about sampling. Initially, the case when p hat's not known, and that you use p and use that normal approximation calculations, and the last part is for the confidence intervals for p, the margin of error, and the sample size needed. So you can enter in the sample size, you can enter in the confidence interval required, and the rest of the calculations can be done. And then finally, if you require a certain margin of error, then it will create that. Okay, so that's version 3, and I think that'd be quite useful for students.